And welcome back, guys.
Thank you, Kaiji. This time it's gonna be me and Kaiji taking the wheel here at the caster booth of the VSL, not plagiarized at all, or in any form from any other kind of tournament, uh, at all, or league for that matter. So, Kaiji, you excited about the PvP?
Uh, to be honest, yeah, PvP can be really exciting. It can go to a macro game or just really short and really fast.
You know why I love watching PvP, especially versus players that I played versus?
Uh, no.
Because they all have to be put up against the bullshit that they put me up for when they play versus me, and it's just so wonderful that one of these guys are gonna lose to Protoss, and I just love that.
Yeah.
It's my Terran heart just telling me. But I'm gonna try to be non-biased here, guys, during the cast at least. Before and after the cast, that's another thing. We're going into map number 1 here. It's gonna be Catalina, and a little bit of a, I guess the other maps just wasn't what they wanted to be playing on, but for now, we'll take that later. But for now, let's introduce the caster. Why don't you kick us off, Kaiji?
Okay, we have in the bottom left or the middle left, Askaria.
And his opponent in the red trunks in the top right-ish position, I guess,
Yeah.
something like that. It is James. So, in terms of PvP on Catalina, I thought it was a weird pick. I guess in a PvP, it doesn't really matter as much as it does like versus a Terran player, which I just see every Protoss ever vetoing this map. I don't think I've played a lot of TVPs on this map, but you're a Zerg player, Askaria. What do you think about this map for a PvP setting?
Uh, I haven't seen much PvP on it, to be honest. Even in pro level, they don't seem to play it a lot. Usually they go Phoenix or
Yeah.
Blinkstalker.
Yeah, we've seen the Phoenix play coming back into favor here in the late meta, maybe like around 2 or 3 weeks, something like that. At least in professional play. But in terms of ladder, we don't know, so I'm not sure what these players are going to go for. I haven't analyzed their PvP as much as I should have for my casting duties, but I'm sure we'll be okay. We see Gas going down first here from Askaria, taking it right now, and it looks like that James throws down his 2. So just going for a little bit of pretty much the same build here so far. And no proxy panels yet, and we know what we don't see.
Mascaria scouting the wrong way, while James already know exactly where Scaria is and what he does at the moment.
So favorite James, and James is going to take that second gas geyser pretty early on here, only putting 2 in each to get that cyber core out when he needs it. There it goes. It's actually a little bit later than Ascaria's at this point. I don't know why that is really, and we see James hiding a sneaky probe here. Sneaky probe. I wonder what he's going to do. Probably a pylon at some point. James now has put back 3 in each gas geyser. And we'll just have to wait and see what tech they go into at this point. We're seeing Warp Gate being chroned very fast from Askaria, and with only 1 gas, this looks like it could be a 4 gate coming out of him.
This wouldn't surprise me from Ascara. He likes to open with a 4 gate to just quickly get his opponent off balance.
Oh yeah? Yeah, that seems like a good idea. Just to put some pressure on, and it hits a lot earlier than a lot of tech would, so... James has yet to put down his tech or his own gateways, and there indeed is 3 additional gateways for Askaria. So 4 gate is a go. Let's see how well James can defend versus this. Is he actually... he's chroning his own gateway. Maybe he just... Yeah, he's getting out a sentry, so... If he has an idea of what's going on here, maybe he'll be able to hold. It comes down to execution at this point. Yet to put down an attack though. Another gateway goes down. I'm a little bit surprised. It's going to start banking up here in terms of gas if he doesn't put anything down. Forward pylon being established, and here it goes. Probe coming up. Is James paying attention to this? There goes the force field, but there's still some vision here for the Stalker to do some damage. Probe was killed though, so now Askaria's gonna have to work from the bottom ramp, and as long as James is on top of his force fields, Askaria should never be able to get up here until there's a photon overcharge available for James to defend. Really solid here so far from James. Is his warp gate done? Yes it is, and there puts down the Stargate, and there goes the photon overcharge. Let's see what Askaria can do versus this. Is he just gonna try to all in here? Or is he gonna try to transition out?
Askaria is all balls to the wall, going all in, probably.
Yeah.
To die or,
yeah, and he's got a lot of units, taking out 2 sentries there. That's a big blow to James, who doesn't actually have a lot of units, and there shouldn't be all that much time here on this photon overcharge either. Pro's have to be pulled here in order to defend. And it looks like he is he's not losing all that many. How many has gone down? 7 so far killed. Oh, he's gonna lose the Mama Core. That would be huge. It goes down, and now there's no more photon overcharge. James is in a little bit of trouble. They're warping at that Stalker a little bit too far front. He's gonna lose this last Stalker too. And GG's out. Game number 1 goes to Askaria.
That wasn't unexpected. Exactly how I expect Askaria to play and end the series.
Oh yeah? You expected him to do this then?
Yeah, Askaria is kind of famous to just go all in every match he goes.
Okay.
At least within Vortex with us.
Yeah. So the next map is up and loaded here. Let's see. I think it was Deadwing?
Yeah.
Yes. So Deadwing as map number 2. Let's see if James can pull it back on this one. And let's see what Askaria is going to do. If he's going to try to go for the 4 gate once again, or just try to go.
I think last time he did a best of 7 against Zion, and on Deadwing he did the 3 gate Stalker rush.
Was it with Blink or just...
No, just with Stalkers.
Alright, so
I
the double
remember
gap.
Zion having his sentry out on the natural, and sadly not able to force field Askaria out.
Ah, I see, I see. Very well, we have both players ready to go here, so we're going to start the countdown into game number 2, this time on Deadwing. Whew, let's see if these guys can feel, if they are feeling the pressure, or if they're just cool beans. As to speak. I gotta say, this map isn't unusual in terms of PvP, but I always feel like it's a weird map for PvP. Especially if you get to the stage where, you know, naturals are being established and eventually you take a third, and it's just so much space to defend on with all the gimmicky like harassment units that Protosses have, be it oracles, DTs, or whatever. But hey, let's introduce our players in the bottom left. We're looking to even out the series here, playing for Team Notice, of course. In the blue trunks, it's James.
And in the top right, we have in the red Askaria, 1 game ahead. Can he win it?
Can he win it? Will he bring it? We will have to see. Alright, so far, no proxy pylons. Nothing yet. We're all good. It's at least gonna be a home structure for the first one. Let's see what it is. I wonder how the cross positions will come into effect here. Maybe just because of the fact that when he scouts it, Askaria might go for the 4 gate again, because the 4 gate kind of negates the fact that it's a long way to go. So the defender's advantage isn't going to be as huge. But I guess that's true in every PvP scenario. But then again, if you were to go for something like a Stargate, the traveling time is going to be a lot longer compared to what the other spawn points would have been. So far it's the same deal. Both of them opening gateway at fairly standard timings. Probably going to be gas following this up pretty soon. So do you expect him to 4-gate again? Or do you want to see him
Wouldn't
3-gate?
surprise me, but
That's alright. We're seeing a second pylon being put up back at home for Askaria as well, and for James he has yet to put his up, but he has gone into a lot earlier gas this time. He's double gas about to finish up here. And he scouted the fact that his opponent is not going to be in the top left fairly soon. So, Cyberco going to go down for Askaria here. It's probably going to be a little bit earlier. Yes, there it goes. And it should come down here for James right now. Boom.
James did the exact same thing again. 2 gases, 2 in each gas, and now filling it up with 3. So again going gas heavy.
Yep, definitely. And Askaria taking his second gas this time. Earlier than last time. So I think you might have called this already. This looks like the Stalker push with the warp gate. So 3-gate Stalker push. That's some sick game sense you got there, Kaiji. I mean, are you Grandmasters?
No, that's just knowing the player. I love to research and see what they do and stuff.
Oh man, I guess you have some dirt on me too then. Oopsie daisies.
No, you're still in the clan too short for that.
Alright, I'm still safe. Alright, we see the first Stalker being in production for both players here. Mothership Core out for James and about to pop for Askaria. And he is gonna secure his ramp. And once again it's gonna be Stargate for James. And what about Askaria? He's sending out a probe. Is he gonna take a Nexus? He's gonna expand. Ooh, I didn't expect
so
this.
I was wrong after all.
You're wrong. Ah, it could have been both. With that second early gas, I thought it was going to go for some kind of tech for sure, or at least for the warp gate attack, but this is interesting. Now we'll have to see what he plans to do. I'm guessing he is doing this because of the map and how big it is. But now it's James's turn to put on some pressure. Is this, I believe it's going to be, yeah, it's going to be an Oracle. So we'll see how much damage that can make, and we'll see if Askaria can sniff out what's going on here, really. James is going to scout this Nexus, so he knows what's up. And probably in a pretty good... Oh my god! Askaria's gone for a Robo! No! That is pretty unfortunate. It's the only tech building that wouldn't help him versus this Oracle. But I guess he would have been behind anyway, so... James is set up to do damage. He's going to drop the Forge after this here. And his own Nexus. So he's just going to put on some pressure and then go into the macro game himself. Just hoping to get enough of an early lead to secure this later Nexus here. Since it's not even done yet and Askarius is up and building. Askaria, I don't think he's smelling this.
No, so far he hasn't seen the Oracle yet. So it has potential to do some damage.
Yeah, there's only one Stalker, and the Mama Core is out of position to Photon Overcharge. Here we go. Let's see how much damage this Oracle is going to do. Is he going to go in with it? Yeah, here he goes, and now he's committed. How much damage is he going to do? How many probes are they going to kill? 1 goes down, 2 goes down, 3. Photon Overcharge is used. And is he going to get a 4th one? Yes, he is. Trying to build a pylon. Okay, but he gets out with it, and that's good. Denied a little bit of mining time. Killed 4 probes. That's decent. He would ideally wanted to kill some more, but let's remember that the Oracle is still alive. It can easily jump back in, and he forced out a Photon Overcharge. So now he's on a pretty good. They're pretty equal. I mean, Askarius with that early Nexus could go a little bit ahead, but he's lacking that Stargate tech, so he's gonna have to actually stay back a little bit and secure his own bases before he's feeling safe to move out.
Indeed,
We got here. Go ahead.
Indeed, and James is following up with a Word Ray.
Yeah, and it's going to be a Void Ray Immortal follow-up here, and he actually managed to slip in, kill a few more probes here, so now he's at 7. So this Oracle has officially paid for itself. Wonderful. In terms of army, though, Askaria's actually a little bit ahead right now. But in terms of upgrades, James has invested into this +1 attack, which if Askaria goes for some kind of 2-base push here, it looks like he's going into Colossus tech pretty fast. Which surprises me since he knows his opponent has the ability to make Void Rays, actually. But I guess he wants to rely on the Stalkers then. Oh, Oracle's gonna go in once again, kill a few more probes. Oh, that's a lot of them now. Killed 11 in total, and it's still gonna be alive. I guess the upgrades for James is what's not making him go for the Colossus tech here, but he's gonna counter it with these Void Rays here if he gets enough of them up. And they're pretty equal in terms of army. Askaria's army is gonna be a little bit stronger in a straight up fight because he doesn't have the Oracle. And he's putting up a pylon now, so this tells me that he wants to go for something. Oh, but is the Oracle gonna get out once again?
Survives.
Yes, it survives! Alright. Forward pylon has been established by Askaria, but also by James, and James is a lot sneakier, I'd have to say. And we're actually seeing James being the one to move out here, and he's going to want to put on the pressure. Putting on the Twilight Council behind this. It's going to opt to not go for the Colossus. Right now, at least. And I don't think this has been scouted by Askaria. He's being put back here. He's focused on getting these cannons down here, and I don't think he smells this attack coming. Oracle's gonna go into the main, probably pull all the army out of position. There's actually a cannon finishing up right now, but the army does go there, just to defend. Ooh, and Oracle still gets out alive.
14 kills already.
Yeah, but James, he's ramping up in terms of army supply here. He's going balls to the walls with this. Twilight Council for Askaria about to finish up as well. Here comes the Mama Core. Is it gonna throw down some time warps? Yes, it does. Colossus is good, but Void Ray is better. And here comes James. Photon Overcharge activated by Askaria, and he's just trying to hold on right now. Good force fields, but the Immortal is in a position to take out the units. The Colossus being focused by the Void Rays. Now that he's gone down, Stalker is going down very quickly too. This aggressive Void Ray opening here from James, and now it's just the Immortals here trying to defend with the Mama Core, and they're doing a good job, but the Immortal is still alive for James too. So this Nexus should go down. This is looking very good for James so far, and Askaria knows it, so he GG's out, and James equals it to 1-1.
And now this round gets down to this one last game. Who plays versus Stan and who goes to the losers match to play Heat.
Yep.
And then the map will be Overgrowth.
The standardest of standard maps.
Indeed. Did I invite him? Yeah.
Alright. Overgrowth it is. And let's see if they're ready to go. Apparently I need to bring more Hypu to the cast. I'm not doing my job. That's unfortunate. Both players are ready. Let's get the third game over with. Starting out on Overgrowth Ladder Edition. This is getting tense, ladies and gentlemen. Tense, I tell you.
Well, I'm glad you're carrying this whole cast with me, because I don't know anything about PvP.
Neither do I just pretend and I talk with a loud voice. That's usually when people start listening. Anyway, guys, we're in Overgrowth, and let's introduce our players playing for this best of 3. That's 1-1 currently. In the bottom left, we have the blue Protoss player, Askaria.
And in the top right, we have James.
We do indeed have James in the top right. All right. Let's have a real talk here, Kaiji. All right, Askaria. He 4-gated first time, it worked. Second time, he early expanded. That didn't work. What does he do in game 3?
That's a good question. I think he'll go back. Do a blink build.
You think he's gonna do
Needs
blink build?
Yes. He needs
Alright.
something cheeky to get out, and just his micro is really good. His macro is a little bit less, so that's why I'd say blink.
Alright. It looks like James is gonna be the one putting on the pressure this time with that slightly earlier gateway there, putting it down at 11 supply, and Askaria putting his down at 12 as he has previously too. So maybe we're gonna see James being the aggressor in this one. Double gas going down for James, 1 gas going down from Askaria with this 11 gateway. This could actually be that 3 stalker pressure, that 3-gate stalker pressure that we talked about without the blink from James. But I feel like that's gonna fall short to Askaria if he does go for blink as you're predicting here. We'll see though. Double gas once again from James, putting 2 in each geyser to get that slightly more mineral focused, try to bring up back on time to Askaria's 1 gas geyser right there. But he has yet to make his second, so this might actually be a 4-gate once again. Or maybe he wants to expand, but we'll see. And Askaria's looking. He wants to see what's coming out of this gateway. It's on patrol right here. And he's like, I'm not gonna move. I ain't doing it.
Stalker.
Yep. Stalker's being made. And same thing. Actually, this is Zealot first here from Askaria.
Both
So
are
he's
chrono
also
boosting
super
their warp gate, so I'm expecting to see something aggressive from both.
Yeah. I think I agree with you on that. And let's see what's best. Is it gonna be pure stalkers, or is it gonna be something else? Oh, it's probably gonna be a 4-gate here once again from Askaria, putting down those 3 additional gates. There we go. Let's see how well James has adapted since the last time this happened to him. He puts down his 2nd gateway, and it's gonna be 3 gateways versus 4, ladies and gentlemen. We've come down to math, and do you know what they say? Don't do math on stream. Oh, can he deny this probe completely? That would be pretty huge. 2nd pylon has been established, so he managed to get that down, but he might not get this one, actually. Might have to be cancelled out. Zealot is saving it. Now it comes down to the micro battle, ladies and gentlemen. How much damage can they do to each other? Gateway's gonna finish up about at the same time for both players, but it's gonna be slightly earlier. No, it's pretty much very much the same. Ooh, and that pylon almost went down. And with the high ground established, I feel like James should be in an okay spot to defend this. And here we go, a lot of units out of Askaria right here. A lot of stalkers. It's gonna be actually it's gonna be the same amount of stalkers for both players, but 1 goes down for Askaria here, and James lost 1 too. The Zealot is gone, so now it's 4 stalkers versus 3, and probes have to be pulled off the line here to buffer for the stalkers in order to help them fight. 1 probe has gone down, but they're actually on equal probe count right now. But that might hurt James just because this is so even right now. Askaria is pulling ahead in this unit count here, though. He's doing a lot of damage to his opponent's bane. Now with the Zealots, in fact, these probes are not going to do a whole lot in terms of tanking. The Zealots, they don't want to go into them, and James is looking like he might fall here to this 2nd 4-gate. A lot of probes hang on down. Not a lot left here for James. And Askaria, he's forced to back out, but I think it's too late. James does not have a lot of work. He has 1 worker, and he's mining gas. I think Askaria might have taken this, ladies and gentlemen.
Indeed, you're right. And another stalker falls for James here, and all the rest of the stalkers will just get shot down. Sadly, James has to go to the losing match, while Askaria will play versus Stan. GG!